Sorry for that, Coach.
Yeah, I'm really proud of our team. I think and our assistant coaches did a really nice job of preparing. We had good practices. We came in and competed extremely hard, had a good plan, and were able to jump up and get a lead. I knew it was going to be hard to hold on to it. They got really good players and really good coaches, so we knew they were going to make a run back. I was encouraged when we answered it and went back and got another touchdown. But eventually they, wore us down, made a lot of plays, and ended up beating us.
Coach, you talked a lot about earlier this week. You said your team is fearless. Just what did you think of their fearlessness tonight to come in here and lead for most of the game?
I was really proud of them. I think that we have really good leadership. We wanted to be tough. We wanted to try to match their speed and their physicalness. And for most of the night, we did a pretty good job of that. But nobody blinked. Our guys played extremely hard, and we've got to try to build on that. We've got a really tough game next week too, so it just keeps getting better.
Coach, on Monday you talked about you want your guys to play fast. Come here, play fast. How do you think they did with that?
I think they did a good job. The thing you always worry about when there's a little bit of a mismatch in personnel is that we get a little wide-eyed and don't really believe that we can play with them and don't believe we can win, because then things happen that don't normally happen. And our guys didn't do that. They believed that we would go find a way to win the game, and they played extremely hard. They made a lot of plays. It was a good night for most of it with our team. We do want to win the game. That was the reason we came here. But Arkansas is a really good football team. You can't say enough about how well coached they are and how many really good players they have.
Talk about not blinking, but throughout the whole week, people are telling them, "Oh, you're just an FCS team taking on number 10 team in the country." What was the focus like going out throughout this whole week? And you're up 10 there in the fourth quarter on a number 10 team. What was it throughout this week that made that possible?
We just wanted to focus on being tough, being physical, and I think the number one lesson that football teaches players is how to be tough. How to overcome obstacles, how to overcome setbacks, how to take a hit and not blink and come back. It's going to pay off for them. It's going to pay off for them when they have to drive 12 hours with no sleep to take care of their sister who just went into the hospital. So that's what we were talking about. I thought they did a good job.
You get the ball back down 31-27. What were you thinking when you were putting the offense back on the field with a chance?
Yeah, I thought we'd have a chance to go drive and score, and we got a little bit overwhelmed with their pass rush at that time, and that was I wished we could have finished the fourth quarter better offensively, and we weren't able to do it.
What did you see that you could take advantage of, on their defense and were able to do that early?
I mean, we really just tried to execute our offense and tried to, mix in the run, mix in some quick passes, take some shots down the field, try to get in some favorable third down situations. I thought we executed pretty well in third down situations. And our guys made plays, they made catches and runs after catch, and that was really good to see.
I'm sure since it was so close, you just think of the little plays in there that you thought, hey, if it goes a different way, you might come out on top. Just what are you thinking about just kind of after the game, just how close you guys were there?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I was thinking about is how proud I am of our players. They came in and did the best they possibly could do. Competed as hard as they possibly could compete, put it all out there on the field. We were going to talk about the ability to look in the mirror and like what we saw, how our effort was as we looked in the mirror. And I think they all can look in the mirror and really be proud of how hard they played and how hard they competed.
We've talked a lot about offensive line play throughout the early part of the season. It had its moment. It looked good tonight for the most part. Maybe wore down towards the end against nothing.
Yeah, I've been happy the way we've improved. Between our first game, obviously, and second, and tonight for most of the game. And then they got us a little bit in that fourth quarter, but we were able to run the ball. I thought Jacardier did a really nice job of running hard and physical and getting yards after contact. We weren't able to break any big ones, but we made a lot of really big runs that helped us convert, get into third down conversion situations. And then a really nice play there on the 4th and 1 that we practiced hard and executed really well. So Jason is the ultimate competitor. You know, his ability to run out there and get first downs and run in the end zone, and you know, he's just a great competitor, and everybody rallies around him.
Did you have that drawn up in that situation the whole week, that 4th and 1 play action deep?
We worked on it for a while, yeah.
It's incredible what you've done in the 2 years there at Missouri State in the playoffs, and then tonight leading going into the 4th quarter. Where does this kind of stack up among the building blocks you put together there at Missouri State?
I mean, it's been fun. You know, it's been really fun to watch the players' beliefs change and how much more they believe in themselves now, and how much their expectations have changed, and how they expect to go through practice, how they expect their teammate to practice hard. So that's been the greatest, I guess, part of it is to watch the players' expectations change and them grow and come together as a family. We're all from everywhere, you know, our team's from all across the country. If you look at our roster, it's like, whoa, where are we recruiting at? Where's our recruiting base? America. That's our recruiting base, because we're from everywhere, and to be able to come together says a lot about the assistant coaches and says a lot about the leaders on the team.
The feelings you got when you walked in the stadium for the first time, you're busy at work, but then actually walking in here for the first time in a decade, what ran through your mind?
Yeah, I was very good at blocking everything out until probably after the game.
Coach, your defense was able to force 2 turnovers from quarterback KJ Jefferson tonight. Do you view that as a pretty big deal?
I'm proud of them. You know, I think we had to hit hard and try to strip, and we've been talking for 2 weeks about creating turnovers and getting fumbles, and I keep telling them they'll come in bunches when they come. We just didn't get a big enough bunch.
Coach, on a team, you know, moving forward, what does this do for your confidence? You got playmakers, guys that made plays tonight in an environment like this, silence the crowd. But moving forward in, you know, South Dakota State next week and your remaining schedule, that's got to give you confidence, right?
Yeah, I think we'll have confidence. It's also a real tough opponent that we play that are really good. So we've got to, you know, get healed up, do a good job of hydrating and getting in the training room and getting our bodies right, and then get out on the practice field and get ready for South Dakota State. And learn from this. That's always what you want to do when you get beat, is learn from it, make sure that we get better from it. Then we got to put it behind us and go forward and get ready for South Dakota State.
It's early, but what's the thing that you learned the most tonight?
Yeah, probably a little bit too early to figure that out.
You said that it hit after the game, walking out, just kind of emotions. Just what were those emotions?
Yeah, it just hit me a little bit.
You got to see some former players as you're coming off the field. I saw you got to embrace DJ Williams. You guys won a lot of games together. What does it mean to see some of your former guys who you got to teach?
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. You know, those are guys I've battled with before and won a lot of games with, and they put a lot of sweat and blood and tears on the field. So it was great to see them.
What do you think you guys proved tonight? Because, I mean, there's alerts going on everybody's phones saying Arkansas is an upset alert and everything, but you guys were able to do that throughout. What do you think you showed everybody that this program's capable
I didn't have my phone with me.
of? You saw it. I'm just counting.
I didn't get to see them.
But what do you think you showed? What do you hope they took away?
I think we showed we're a tough team, and we got guys that are great competitors and love to play the game of football, and we're getting better at executing the game. And you know, we really need to go win next week's game.
All right, Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.